Do you support school choice through a voucher or scholarship program, thus forcing schools to compete for students and resources, or the traditional model we've had thus far where students attend the one public school that's in their district?
So I'm never going to support a system that forces public schools to compete for resources. It's not a good idea, and I'll go even one step further to say I don't think our state superintendent of public instruction should be promoting a voucher system to go to private schools. That's not his job, and that's not what he should be saying. But like I was saying before, and this kind of goes into the same thing. These programs, they're not about choice. They're about money for a specific few people. If you look at instance like for the voucher system, situations like Senator Yarborough, who is executive director of Arizona Christian School Tuition Organization. So in STO, these organizations give vouchers and stuff, but they also allow people to give 100% or up to $1,000, 100% tax deduction on those donations. Yarborough made this law possible. He's an executive director of one of the biggest STOs in the state. He has a $96,000 salary. His STO bought him a new car, and he also had his STO pay $426,000 to another company that he owned. And this is what you get when you start bringing in the private sector. There's a huge conflict of interest here, and that we're not even addressing. These state legislators do not care about choice. They care about who's getting the money and who's going to make the most profit out of it. So I'm not going to support any kind of system, any kind of choice system that cares more about people making money than it does the students of Arizona.
Carlos, what are your thoughts on school choices via traditional public school?
It's interesting that Michael said that he would be against forcing people to compete, because it is only through competition that we get better services at a better price. If we are trying to get a student that is career and college ready, we have to think of new ways of innovation. We have to break the norm of traditional forms of schooling, and it's interesting that Michael is nervous when the public schools are put to the test. If the public schools were doing so well, they wouldn't be scared one bit to go up against the private school and try to compete for those students. If you want your student to have the better quality education, and now you're empowered by a check or some sort of voucher. Now you can choose what school is actually looking for money and what school is actually looking to have a better education. Innovation does not come from government bureaus. It comes from people freely choosing what service they're actually going to get stuff out of. And the private sector is the best way to do that.